Hello everyone, and welcome back to Extra Stuff TV. Today, we're here on Gurgle Squad Season 10, once again, to do a world tour. Now, I know it's been about 2 years since we've done a world tour, but now that Season 10 is starting to ramp down, we're going to show off everything that we've done in this epic 2-year-long season. So, without further ado, Thief, I leave it to you to explain your base to us.
Okay, so this is one of the Gurgle Squad seasons where I actually did a starter base, and this one is pretty good. It's kind of simple, just like this second level with all the storage and stuff. I had to put this shelf on the wall so that I could do this whole bridge, but other than that, it's pretty much stayed the same this entire season, except for adding a big wall of furnaces there, but that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, it's pretty much I haven't touched like anything in here. I've even left all the cakes that you gave me like a month into the season or something.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that shows how good of a friend I am. I didn't even take the cookies, but yeah, so
two-year-old
then
cake.
leading off of that, I made yeah, I've got the big bridge. Hold on. I should sleep just so that I don't get killed.
Alright. And yeah, you can already see probably one of the best builds we have this season already. We're really saving the best for first, I guess. Holy cow.
Yes. So, we've got this big bridge leading to maybe my biggest build ever. And naturally, I didn't complete it all, but I mean, can you really blame me? There's kind of a lot to it. The main hall is probably the most complete part of it because I have these big banners and then the staircase that leads under all those chandeliers and leads up to that spot maybe later. But then we have this courtyard and this area that still spawns a lot of zombies.
Oh, nice.
Uh, oh boy. You can't exactly get. Oh boy. No, I'm gonna kill myself by flying. So
Holy
you
cow.
can't really get up here because I didn't design this well enough, but I did make these two spires at the top of my build, and yeah, they kind of just loom over everything. I really like how this bridge turned out, but yeah, there's not much else to this build other than the fact that it's huge. The basement would have been nice if I was able to get it done, but there's this kind of wide staircase down here leading to a completely floored in basement, but I wasn't able to build anything in it. Although it does look nice from the back if you just fly by.
Okay, here we go. Honestly, I kind of wish that more could have been done
Okay.
on the inside of this, but unfortunately, about a year in, technically Gubby has the rights to this base. Although I believe you have them back at this point. Am I correct?
Hold on. I lagged out and so I didn't really understand you.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of wish that something could be built in this, like, massive hangar. Because this is an enormous space.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't exactly have any specific plans. I just wanted to do something. It was just that the materials required and also the time required uh, were kind of taking a toll on me after doing all of this. So I just kind of moved on to other stuff and never really had time to complete this.
Yeah. Well, it is a shame that it wasn't fully completed, but I mean, the exterior basically kind of makes up for that. There's a reason this is in the thumbnail, I mean. Wow.
Yes. All right. I guess then we can move on to this bridge here, which is ice now. It wasn't originally ice, but we made it that way so that we could make boats go across it, I guess, if
Yeah.
that means anything.
I probably
But
have not
we've
used a
got
boat on here
my
in a while.
little, yeah, no, probably just the first day and then never again. We've got a wood shop here and then this house, which I think Kidonius has like kind of taken for his own, but yeah, there's not much to that place. But we've got the temple up here, which I kind of abandoned early on in its development, but I actually was able to go around and complete it, which is kind of nice. And if you'll see up all the way at the top of the staircase, there's a familiar structure or something, because there is the monument to Steve Blockson.
Ah, yes. This is a callback to season 4, so once you guys are done with this, you can all go back to that world tour and compare it to this one. It's pretty much 1-to-1, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and while we're here, I always thought it was funny how with this build, it was kind of just dangling over the edge of the back of the mountain.
Oh yeah, I
So, like,
it's
come back
just
here.
I wanted to. Oh, look at that.
Yep. So, I
Oh
have a bit of
no.
explaining to do. Last night, I was, like, just trying to do some finishing touches things, because that's what you did. And I saw a chest that had, like, a bunch of stacks of concrete in it from when I was building the fountains, which you might get to later. And I thought, huh, maybe I should use this concrete. And for a while, I wasn't sure what to do, but then I saw the back of this, and I thought, oh, I could just fill it in. But then once I did fill it in, I kind of recognized the shape of it, and then the ideas just started flowing. So, yeah, XCOM 2 is here.
Love it. It's brilliant. I much better than what I could have actually ended up doing with it. I was just gonna make like a really big staircase leading down to another structure, but this is this looks a lot better. I'm glad we
Thank you.
are still doing things ethically, just as
Hmm.
in the olden days of XCOM.
Oh, well, it's not just ethically, it's also legally and organically. Yeah,
Yes, it's good.
yeah, XCOM is
It's
a great
a
place to be.
very yeah. This is a good addition to the season.
Hmm. Very last
2 years
second,
in.
though. I finished it this morning.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, no!
that's okay. I knew it. Ugh. Fun times lagging. I just freeze and I'm just trying to fly my elytra, but it just bombs me onto the floor.
Okay, I think I might need to do some Gubby
Hold on. I
intervention,
need
because I think he's playing on my laptop right now. And that might be some of the cause of this, because
No,
Roblox is eating up our bandwidth.
I'm not.
You're not? Well, then
No.
what's up
How
with the
would I be
server
on
then?
Discord?
Oh boy.
I don't know. Let me check.
Pause for 1 second of delay. Okay, sorry about that. Our server bandwidth is getting eaten up by Grow a Garden, I believe. But that should be taken care of now.
oh a garden.
Mm-hmm. You were able to get your stuff back,
Oh.
right?
I'm missing a couple things.
Oh, I found your shovel.
Maybe
What else is up here?
shovel, axe. I think it's just shovel, axe.
Okay, well, I have the shovel. Wow, we're like 10 minutes in and things have already slightly gone south, but hopefully it only gets better from here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm joining, so it will.
No,
Oh,
no, that's just gonna slow down the tour more. There was a reason I. Oh wait, there's my axe. There's a reason I just wanted it to stay consistent with the format that we had going on before. Okay. So, after my amazing death, probably number like 55 on the season, we enter T Point Peak, which was the village that has kind of gotten ravaged now because of us taking all the villagers and throwing them up there. But we
yeah.
did a little bit of cleaning up here in one stream, and so we've got a couple of quote unquote shops right there, a map here with pretty much the whole area, and also Chug-a-Lug-a-Lug, which we'll probably get to soon enough.
Yes,
We'll
you'll see a
give
lot of
that
his
its
face
time to
around here.
shine. But I guess most of the stuff that we're getting to now is kind of all you, so I'll let you take it away now.
Alright, so on day one of this season of the server, I immediately decided to go up to this mountain and to build this little thing. So this is probably one of the oldest things that's still around. Probably even older than your base. And my idea was just to like carve my base into the mountain, which meant there was practically no exterior, but a bunch of interior stuff. And honestly, looking back, I'm kind of proud of how it turned out because a lot of my bases didn't have good interiors. So at least this one has something. Although, one mistake I kind of made is that after doing just a few rooms, I immediately went to this giant tower where my idea was that like every level would have different buildings and stuff you could go through, but I didn't really carry through with that much. I made a few here, and I even added an extra item sorting room and, I don't know, fireside chat room. But I don't know. I could have done more with this, but I just didn't. It is nice you can get all the way up to the big X on top, though. And these elevators are fancy, at least. But what else is there to say? It's another base that just didn't have enough time dedicated to it. And, it's part of the reason that we eventually migrated to the jungle, because I just got so confused with what to do next here. Although I will say, the item sorter's looking kind of nice.
Wait, I don't think I've seen this before, ever.
Oh yeah, this one's also relatively new. I tried making a little sorter with copper golems. It kind of works, I just didn't put in the effort to actually, like, fill it properly.
It's also my first time seeing the spruce, whatever these are called, spruce shelves.
Oh
I've
yeah,
only seen jungle ones.
honestly, it was a really good update. It's kind of a shame that we barely used them up until now. Unless they're newer than I thought, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, and here's the fireside chat room.
Oh, I like that. If the Gurgle Squad ever did a podcast, this would be the location for it, I guess.
Yep, but that's probably not happening in the near future. Well, you never know, though. Next, I
Okay,
think
so
we do more stuff in the town.
there's, yeah, I think there's a couple structures like the B place in your tower, and then we can move to the mountain. I don't know, just the last couple bits of the town, and then we move up.
Yep, okay. So as for structures that weren't naturally generated in the village, we have this weird copper ball tower thing, which I kind of like because it also serves as the town's lightning rod in a way. And here we have the beehive, which is honestly a build that came out a lot better than I thought it would. And in here we have the site of our famous Gurgle Squad dealing. Holy cow! Oh, the bees all came out. Oh, this is where we dealt with the bees on that one stream. And for content, I'm just gonna smack this one and go. Oh, look at
Wow,
them.
brilliant.
I hope they don't stay mad at me forever, but probably won't matter too much. Oh, I also have a very pathetic stable over here with my horse, which I've probably had since around the beginning of the season. I just rarely used him. Kind of a shame when we consider how much horse stuff actually ended up happening this season. But as for anything else,
True.
I guess we'll take a look at the shops, which are right down this street. This is Thief's Copper Shop, which I think I used at least once, but definitely could have gotten more use out of it because it's really nice, especially if you go to the top where there's like an order form thing. This is where you guys can place orders for specific copper related items. Do not sign the book, just write your name in the order. I will determine your price and deliver your order to you. Oh, look at that, I bought 4 stacks of copper bulbs. Man, it's going crazy. And here we have the sad, unstocked bee shop, where you could buy 13 honeycomb blocks. Oh, 3 stacks of honey, and 2 stacks of honeycomb. I mean, it's not a bad build. I do like how I added the little, like, smokestacks on the side. It does add a bit more to it, but it is kind of useless considering no one buys honey. Oh, okay. Now here is a good build from the town. This is one that Thief mostly made, but I did help with a little bit. And we've shown this in streams before, so I don't have to go too much in depth on it, but it's our achievement haul with a little recreation at the mountain and Kadon Town, which is done now, so we're going to have to show that off. And the laws we came up with. And Thief's base in miniature form. Pretty sweet. Alright, I think that covers most of the basic town.
Yeah, I guess kind of take it over here. We have the Garden of Happiness, which replaced your tower, right?
Yep.
Mhm. And then I'm noticing this right over here, now entering the horse track, which was a decently big project of mine, which kind of spans a very long distance. If we could just fly through this here, it goes through your tower and then veers off this way. It just kind of goes through this whole countryside and passes by the horse stable and the silo where you could buy horses if you want, and then right past Schmoozy's house with the long bridge leading to the other house. It just kind of goes around the whole lake. So we did a race once. I technically did not complete the race because my horse died,
Rest
but
in peace,
you know
Tony
we
the
we
Eighth.
tried.
Yeah.
Indeed. Um, but yeah, there's build over there which we could probably get to soon, but I think we'll cover the mountain and I guess the fountains you could do, the fountains and then the mountain because it
Okay.
rhymes.
Well, fountains are straightforward. There they are. They're honestly some of the only builds that actually used concrete this season, other than XCOM over there. But they're kind of out of place. When I started building them, I thought, oh, I'm gonna build like a futuristic lake area. But I don't know. I kind of just built these and then was done with it. They look fine enough. I do like the floating lantern, sort of. But the real star of the show is Mount Gurglemore. This is a little cliff face that I built with dirt on top of an existing mountain, and I made statues of many prominent Gurgle Squad members, including Thief, and Kid, and Capo Samurai, and also myself. Yeah, very humble. And then, of course, on top of the mountain, you have our mountain base, which I believe we called, like, what, the teapot or something? The tea dome? It's some kind of name for it.
Who even remembers? It's a big mountain, so that's all it's known by.
Mm-hmm. And very similar to the Season 7 base, you have this little, like, brick wall kind of covering everything in. But this time, instead of having, like, farms up here, we just decided to make a little mountain community village. So starting up here, you have the entrance, which you can actually get through from my base in the kind of a cool hallway. I think Thief has a video where he shows that off accidentally. Here we have the apartment building I made for some reason. Honestly, I'm not sure what I was going for, but it looks okay. Here we have the auction house, which is a really nice build by Thief, where we actually held an auction one time to buy all of Thief's stuff off of him by guessing his statistics. And I got my trident out of that, so it was a good deal. I love this thing. Oh, yikes. And here we have the Gurgle Squad Bank, where we intended to switch our diamond currency into Gurgbuck. And, well, yeah, that went about as well as you can expect it to. I don't think there was a single transaction ever made with Gurgbuck, unless Gubby did something. But yeah, now it's just sitting here to rot away. Kind of a shame, but, well, at least it's a decent build. Then over here, we have a few more, like, houses. This one's just a basic house. We've numbered it House 3. Got the center right here. We have this kind of bad house that I made here. I guess my idea is that it was some kind of, like, butcher, but I don't know. The weird roof kind of throws the whole thing off. Oh, but up here, you have some nicer builds. This is Thief's build here. I like this one. Oh. Okay, Thief lagged out. Again, that's not good. But we can just wait patiently for him to come back, maybe?
I was sitting back for like a whole minute listening to you, but seeing you in one spot, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get kicked soon. All right, carry on.
Okay. And then across this, we have a kind of silly small build. This is the Season 10 Iron Baron, which, if you're a devout follower of the Gurgle Squad live streams and the World Tours, you'll probably have seen an Iron Baron before. This is the Season 10 version. It's just a wooden box in the sky, which gives you free iron. Nice. And then I think, now that we've seen everything here, there's only one appropriate way to leave, which is through the minecart system. So this is actually a pretty neat thing that I whipped up, where the minecart will take you off the mountain, and it'll throw you into a pool of water down at the base level. Welcome back, Thief. Oh, whoops, okay, whatever, we'll just follow the cart. There you go. So you land in here, then you break your cart, and you put it through the return thing. which will automatically set the cart exactly where it needs to be for the next person to go up, which I thought was a nice feature. Now we'll just have to wait for Thief to get back down, and then we'll continue on with possibly his castle area, I think?
That sounds about right. I was just waiting for the minecart to get up to me.
Alright, let's see if we can get the epic shot of Thief falling down the mountain in the minecart. We'll just have to wait here for a few seconds. Come on, Thief. Hey, there it is. Nice.
Brilliant.
Honestly, not the worst small build that
Alright,
I've done on this
so
server.
it's very practical, unlike a lot of things that exist. Oh, I guess if we're going down this way, we might as well drop by the Turtle Dome, which was kind of an early season thing, and it's a very inconsequential build. It's just a dome where a lot of turtles live now. You can go if you want, see all the turtles, but I don't know how many people ever do that. It's kind of the closest thing we've ever done to a zoo. Correct me
Oh.
if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. Which is a shame, because I think my plan going into Season 10 was to actually build a zoo. That did not happen.
Okay, and then over here we have what was originally a fishing dock, which I built very early on, and then I kind of morphed it into a path that led straight up to my mountain fortress base thing. This was something that just kind of popped up out of the blue, as a lot of my projects do. And so I just kind of built this big old wall surrounding this, and then a lot of these I tested building in a private world, and then I made them here, so that's why they're kind of just builds here and here and here, and they kind of just don't have a purpose. But then you have one over here that I kind of just made up on the spot, and I actually turned it into what was my base for like maybe 2 days, because I actually did an interior in it, which is
Oh,
maybe one of the only times I've ever done that on a Gurgle Squad world. And oh, I have other side here. If you have your jukebox sounds on. And I guess I have a set of armor here? Huh. I completely forgot about that.
huh. I think I've only been in here like
And
once. Huh.
well, I've only been in here probably a couple more times than that, despite it
Oh.
temporarily being my home.
Yeah, but this is pretty
Not made
nice.
much use out of it. Yeah, and then yeah, it's kind of a weirdly shaped structure, which is kind of why I liked it. But then it leads out to here, where we have another build outside the walls, and then this big dock, which leads down to the water, where there may or may not be something eventually in the future. Maybe stay tuned for that. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But as for all of that, I think that is all that's in this main area of the server, unless there's something I'm missing.
Just about. We do also have this build, which I noticed you tried to hide underwater. If I remember, you started building something here. I don't know if you can tell where I am. I'm a little ways off from the dock you just made. These right here. I'm pretty sure these used to be slightly above the water. But this is a project that you gave up on, I assume, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be connected with that, but I started building it and it just looked bad. So yesterday when I wanted this out of the way just so that I wouldn't have to look at it and see it. So I just cut it down until it was below water. So now it just looks like underwater ruins of something.
Huh. Oh, well, cool. And I guess we can take like a quick second to see the mural. You've already seen the map of it in the town a bunch, but here he is. It's the Chuggalug profile picture, recreated almost block for block in Minecraft. I did get a little lazy at the end where I kind of just patched up some holes with whatever I had, but honestly, it came out okay. It took a lot longer than I was expecting, and it probably wasn't worth it to do this, but I don't know. It's one of those things, Minecraft pixel art. You should at least try it once to figure out why you hate it before you hate it. Alright, well, with that done, shall we go to the jungle?
I think we shall.
Alright.
Ironically enough, this is going to be the second time in a Gurgle Squad season where I tried to revive a season by moving to the jungle, and then you joined me and kind of took over.
Well, okay, this time I think at least you were able to get a lot more done with your jungle stuff than I did. I mean, I made a town, but you and Gub basically made a whole minigame district and a golf course.
Uh-oh, I'm lagging again.
Oh. Oh, Gub better not have reopened Roblox on the laptop. Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll head back to the jungle. Right through here. And it's perfect because this portal actually takes you right where the jungle started. So as soon as Steve is able to get back, we'll let him talk about this, but in the meantime, just look at this. It's a nice looking tent. And he made it all on recording too. I think.
I believe so. That
Oh,
is from the famous Gurgle Squad Moving Day video.
and I didn't tell you about this, but I was hanging around your tent one day, and a creeper blew up like all your chests. So things might not be exactly where you left them, but I'm pretty sure nothing got lost.
Okay, see, I thought it looked like that when I was here the other day. I was like, this doesn't look like how I remembered it, but as long as the stuff is here, I don't really care.
All right.
But yeah, so the idea, or the original idea at least, Slooper has a son?
Oh, Slooper's son, nice.
Okay, Slooper won't get away from his son. Hold on, I need to block them both in here.
They'll follow me. I have carrots.
Okay. So, yeah, this was where the jungle started. I was gonna originally just make like a bunch of tents and it would just be like a tent civilization thing, but this kind of ended up being the only one. It's propped up by the trees, and then I was also gonna do something with this, but you know this to be the jungle jump. You jump in here, land in the water, maybe you die from fall damage. Maybe. Maybe you live. But yeah, that's kind of the most I did in this starting area because from here the jungle kind of got way bigger than what it originally was going to be, and I'll let you tour us through your portion of the jungle and then I'll take over from my my bit. So I guess
Right.
you can start here and then.
So I guess it's kind of my fault that that tent thing fell apart because immediately I made this, which is a completely unused structure, but I guess it was good to just have some practice building with the jungle woods again. But what I really started doing after that was trying to connect things. So I made these staircases and this little uh, cocoa covered house, along with this little terrace here. Oh, hello, Panda. In order to connect to my main base here, which is just like this little jungle patio place, which honestly I kind of like. I wasn't sure about the build at first, and it did look kind of bad when I only had this little pyramid thing on the side to attach it to. But in the end, it kind of turned out okay. It's like a big little jungle palace. I just said big little. What am I talking about? But for a while, this was kind of the only thing I built here. But then I decided it'd be nice to have a town that I could overlook. So first I built up these little pillars to have jungle trees on them. And then I just started building in these huge jungle houses, which aren't the best, but they do look kind of unique. Like, this is not something I could have built in the starter area, so I'm happy with that. And then towards the back side of the town, I tried to do a bit more experimenting, like with this bridge and the fisherman house. And then, of course, I actually imported some villagers. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get any jungle villagers, because the villagers really don't like these front houses, I guess. And they kind of just stick to the ones in the back, which I can't really blame them for, because these ones are a bit more habitable. Some of the ones over there only have like a 1 block space. It's kind of bad, but up here is kind of where I finished off my jungle building of the season with these last few houses. And of course, one house of note is the Season 10 Jungle Burger, which is another parallel to the Season 4 Jungle. This one, it's got a much smaller interior. In fact, I might even say it's a worse interior. But I do like how the build itself came out. It does have some nice shape to it. Makes use of the new wall pieces, or whatever they're called, shelves. And I do like the leaf roof and the JB on top for Jungle Burger. I think that's about it for what I did in the jungle. Not a lot of note, just more town building, which seems to be my forte on this server. Whether for better for worse. So I think we should head over to your part of the jungle now.
Actually, you do have the big jungle house and a couple of things on the other side of the river.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I can talk about those. Ooh, we'll have to get to that temple soon, though. That's actually big. Alright, so this silly house here, when I started building it, for some reason I wanted to like make a jungle government sort of, and this was going to be like the Parliament Congress building or something. But I mean, you know, the Gurgle Squad doesn't really need a government. We've kind of proven that time and time again whenever we elected a president and then they really didn't do anything. So it kind of just became a building with a ho-hum interior that I'm not proud of, but I don't know, it's something, and at least fills up space. Then back here we have a random house I made, trying to test some things. I tried using chest blocks as a wall just to see what it would look like. It's not good. But here we have the Temple of Johandi, which I had plans for at first. You see how each of these is like divided with a different type of block? I thought I'd make a Johandi temple for each of these block types. So it'd be like a wood one and a water one. But then the only thing I built was the tree over there, which was the wood one. And I don't know, it's kind of just an ugly build. You know, the tree is fine, the circle's correct, it just doesn't work. I don't think the ring on top looks good. But it's here, and it is a reminder that some projects just never pan out how you want them to. Okay, and I think with that, that's
See,
everything I did in the jungle.
yeah, I think so too. Also, I had no clue that this was part of the that thing, and I guess I didn't really know that that was a Temple of Johandi. So
Yep.
you'll learn new things every day on the Gurgle Squad. But I guess with my portion of the jungle, we can probably start by going up here. We'll look at your jungle message board, which you passed over, but the Jungle Informer has some relatively old bits of information, but also new things. You know, Jungle Jump. You returned, I guess. I built some new things. Uh, that was last month, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
there is a mysterious temple. That's what we're gonna look at, and yeah, get rid of oak trees. We're getting some politics in the Gurgle Squad. Even though you said we don't need government, we still have politics.
Yep.
So over here, this was my original big goal for the jungle. It was this big jungle arch and then the temple. I completed the builds, which is probably good enough, although I didn't really do anything inside them. But I mean, they are kind of a pretty nice spectacle from the outside, so that's always something to be proud of. And I don't know if I've ever really gone up here, but it's probably a pretty nice view. At least of no, yeah, you can't really see Tungletown,
Oh, a
but
little bit. And the happy
you
gas are
know, it
floating
was
over it. That's a nice addition.
yeah. So if you just jump down here, then I built this. Oops. I built this next thing, and this kind of just spiraled downwards into just a bunch of little builds that slowly led down more. I didn't. I was just kind of making it up as I went along. I kind of liked how this went out. Turned out it was just kind of like an experiment on just like open areas and kind of no interior, but still building something. So that's why you see all these holes in the roof, just kind of flat areas. And there's parkour. Maybe I'll try to speed run that at the end of this. See
Huh.
how fast I can do it.
Open concept, huh?
Yeah, kind of like that. Getting a lot of wind in here. But then if you jump down here, and this leads down even more to this kind of useless patio roof thing that leads over this path, and then the bamboo wood dome, which maybe I was intending to be more than what it is, but I actually completed the stairs on all four sides, so it's not entirely useless. But it kind of leads over to this path here, which has some builds. One of them I didn't do, and I'll quickly cover that. It's oh, we're gonna have to go back and do Kid on Town.
Oh,
Okay, I
whoops.
forgot about
Okay.
that. But we've got kids Jungalo, as in bungalow, but with a J, and it's a pretty nice build for his standards, so we can all applaud him for that one.
Woo! Good job,
Especially
kid.
for coming to the jungle, especially for coming to the jungle when he was in the ice biome all season.
Yeah.
So I made this path leading over here, and I have this thing. It's just kind of another random experimental build that I did a bunch of terraforming for, and then I kind of did nothing with because there's nothing down there. But I kind of like how this one ended up,
I like it too.
and it leads all the way over to my last big area for building, which is kind of this section of the jungle that I walled off with jungle trees. Although I'm not sure if they all grew. I tried. But I built this nice little house, which actually turned out pretty well. And I've just been farming jungle trees here forever. And I've got this here too, the tower, which I recently, I guess, in terms of the season, recently completed. And then kind of a useless dome. But it spent a lot of time getting all the water out of there. So it's worth it to look at for a couple seconds
Wow.
and then
Look at that
pass on
dry
by.
sand.
Yes. And so we have this house, the aforementioned house, with the nice slanted roof, which kind of worked out perfectly. And this one's also kind of just experimental, just me making it up on the spot. And it worked out pretty well. And then over here, we have the Gurgle Squad HQ, which I know you spent all that time reading on the actual season 10, 2 years of season 10 thing, but if you want, just like breeze through the books and then people can slow it down if they care to read.
Okay. Well, there's season 1. Here's season 2. People versus humans. I forgot about that. Season 3.
Yeah, and then the whole idea of this place is that it's just a mini recreation of each of the 9 seasons leading up to this.
Here's 4. Here's 5, the one that I was not kind to. Yikes. And 6. Oh, and the British salad mention. It's sad that we can't have him here today, but season 7 and 8. Oh, hey, wait, I guess there's 2 XComs on this season now. Nice.
Oh, that's right.
And then, of course, season 9, the big one.
And then all of that culminates in this room, which is just pretty much saying, why would I make a mini recreation of season 10 when you can just go admire it for yourself? And that's kind of what this whole world tour is. So I guess this Gurgle Squad HQ is kind of just a representation of all the world tours. Like, you don't have to look at this place, just go watch the 9 videos leading up to this. And
Yes.
then I made a couple offices on top, kind of the same thing. I got knocked off one of these and murdered in the 2 years of season 10 stream, so we'll just make this building's appearance brief. Although it does have a pretty nice view from all the way up here.
Oh, man, I forgot how many floors this had. Here we go. Oh, wrong way.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
Gurgle.
you're able to see a lot of the jungle from here. Yes, that will be our next thing to look at. There's no really easy way to get out unless you just want to drop down.
Yep, that's the plan.
But after these builds, it's kind of just a bunch of mini games courtesy of me and Gubby. We did play the golf on the day of the 2 years of season 10 stream. It didn't end up very well for me, and conveniently, I left all of my sulfur cubes at home, as in my base in the original spawn. So we aren't able to do any of that today, but we have the wonderfully decorated cemetery and graveyard for Winston Churchill's brother, who was the original sulfur cube that got exploded. So sad for him. Then we have this basketball hoop here for shooting hoops, although it's kind of difficult to do that and wasn't the most well thought out by me. Then we have Gubby's heart and soul of the season, which I guess he had a treehouse that we ignored up there. But
Oh, yep.
we have his golf over here, which the pars are extremely irrelevant and don't represent the golf very well, but it's just 4 holes of Gurg golf, which you use sulfur cubes with, and it was a decently fun time to both to make and to compete at. So you can just fly over the holes right now.
Yeah, and I will say,
The
it was
fourth
a
one,
pleasant surprise to learn about this just coming home from work one day and seeing a golf course.
yeah, that I mean it did kind of culminate pretty quickly, and I think the most impressive part was Gubby's performance in hole 4. Maybe I'll cut that into the video right now, but somehow he was actually able to get, isn't it under par, or was it was either on par or under par, which is impressive for these because the numbers were not well thought out at all, and yet he was able to do it by miracle of luck.
Yeah.
And we can look at his soccer and hockey, which are kind of the same game, except one of them is built on ice and is completely caged in. So we have Gubby's Gurgle hockey right here, and then soccer's right on this way. Maybe good for the World Cup, but we didn't really use it at all.
Nope, I think each of these were used about once, especially the hockey one.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then, yeah, is there anything else in this jungle, or should I do the parkour?
Uh, you should get ready for the parkour. I'm gonna quickly fly by Gubby's treehouse. It does deserve to be shown. Here. Oh, you spelled Gubby wrong. Oh boy. Here it is.
Well, he was trying to fit treehouse all the Gubby's treehouse all in one line.
Oh, okay. Oh, Gubby. All right, now let's see the parkour. I'm gonna see if I can find a good vantage point for watching you do this. There we go.
Yeah, that should work, at least for the first leg. Because after this, it just keeps going up and up. And when I was practicing this, I was able to do it without failing, so if all things go well, I should be able to do this without embarrassing myself. Oh, this is the fun part. You should fly over here and watch me do the slime jump. Oh, wait, you could go on top of that tree.
Oh.
That should be a good view.
Okay.
It's just an overall fun time if you're decent enough at parkour, which maybe I'm the only person on the server who is. But, I mean, who
Yeah.
really knows? Oh, this
Well,
is the hard part. Neo,
That's probably
here we
factual.
go. Now, there's the second stage, which is a
Ooh.
lot harder. It has a lot more three block across, 1-up jumps.
Yep.
But yet again, when I was practicing it, I was able to do it without failing. So, I mean, not the last leg, which flies past Tungletown, but I mean that one's a million 3-block jumps in a row. So
Huh.
that'll be fun to get to once it's daytime.
Oh, wait, you've had a bedding inventory for this whole stream, haven't you?
I have.
Oh, he
I
came
pretty much
prepared.
do whenever I'm on the server. I just keep one with me wherever I go, just because I don't want to have to deal with going back to my bed.
Man, maybe if Gurgle Squad went a little bit longer, you'd actually be able to keep those, like, hay beds in your inventory? What are the straw beds?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure how those work because I didn't watch the video. All I saw was the thumbnail, and I was like, "Oh, straw beds and cushions. That's nice."
Yeah, well, the
So
straw
do
bed,
straw beds not like reset your spawn?
exactly. They don't reset your spawn, and as soon as you sleep in them, they just break.
Oh, one-time use.
Mm-hmm. So, very sustainable.
It's kind of nice.
Perfect for jungle life.
Yeah, just mass produce those. Other slime jump. That one's a little more difficult, but this one's the hardest of them all because it's double slime jump, and it has resulted in multiple deaths
Oh boy,
of me.
okay. We'll try not to die. Uh,
All right,
uh,
there we go.
oh, perfect.
And
Wow.
then it's just a million jumps of these leading up to another slime jump into water out at the back of Tungletown. So we'll just make our way over there. Just admire the beautiful town we have here. Just look at all that we've been able to accomplish in this wonderful jungle. As I jump to the slime and in the water.
Wow. Flawless.
It's like Jungle Jump 2.0. But now I guess we just have to go back to Town, which I think is probably the last thing we have to cover. I don't think there's anything else on this world that we haven't mentioned yet.
Yeah, you're probably right. So let's make our way to that portal and get on town as soon as possible.
Now, as we make our way over there, oh boy, hold on. Okay. I just lagged as I was doing my rocket and I didn't want to fall into the lava. We should probably say that Town is a very unique project because it is almost entirely by Kidonius Kiddis, a very infrequent member of the server, and yet he was able to complete it all on his own. He may have started it with some help, but afterwards he kind of just took it solo and was able to get everything done. And it looks very nice for what he often does.
Oh wait, I found
Oh, we
one
have a
thing.
chest over here.
Yes, did you ever see this?
I believe I did. I just kind of left it there because I was like, oh, interesting. Bread and diamonds. The Phantom Membranes I probably should have taken because the Elytra I have right now is just mending. And so Phantom Membranes would be nice, but I believe I was able to fix it. So I was just like, okay, I'll just kind of leave that there. So
Oh, okay.
I acknowledged it, but I didn't take any of it. Oh, I don't have my wings on.
Alright, hopefully, with no more interruptions from me, let's find Kid on Town.
Yes. So
Here we are.
first we'll cover Kid's iceberg base, which was his original project for the season. And we've got the mini iceberg, which is like a garage, I believe,
Yep,
or a
storage.
garage
Oh,
storage, but
uh,
it stores a lot of air. So he was being thoughtful for the environment, all the way out in the cold Arctic.
I
And
do
then
like how
over
Kid's base
here,
has polar bears,
there
and then the
is
jungle has the panda bears. Oh,
he did capture one here. I don't know exactly what that was for, but he has taken a polar bear hostage, and then uh okay, that's interesting. That's a new development for me. But the motioning for the observatory was for the 2 years of season 10 stream, but this is kind of his main room. He has a decent bit of items. And then there's the back door, of course. And I mean, as you can tell, this was entirely carved out of the center of a very interestingly shaped iceberg, which is kind of fun to look at as people sail by in the day one of season 10 stream. So
Oh,
it's kind of cool to see what it ended up becoming after that day. And then the observatory is where you can uh, delete all of these signs that don't matter anymore. And you can look out at Kid On Town over there, which is what we will take a look at right now and go down the weird ladders.
I might actually have to rewatch the season 10 opening stream just to see if I can find this iceberg. Oh, copper doors, nice.
Okay, and so over here, it is Kid On Town, a very well thought out civilization where we have igloo houses for all the poor people, naturally. Poor people live in snow. And then we have our roads, which are just part of the ice floor. You can park your boats here. Then just drive on through the rich area of the town, which is all these ice and spruce and
Oh,
cobbled deep slate houses with fireplaces.
I never saw these interiors. This is nice.
See, this is what I was saying. Kid was able to do all this himself. The only thing we helped him with was the Kidon Town Hall, and that was something that happened on some stream. I don't remember which one. But oh, the map hasn't been updated. I think
Oh.
this could be history if we update the map right here. This is big. This is like unveiling of a new part of the town.
Look at
Look
that.
at that.
Progress with a capital P.
Indeed. So, I mean, it's kind of weird to say like that's it for season 10 because I mean, that was a lot of stuff and just saying that's it like okay, we're done is kind of a weird way to put it, but I mean, season 10 at this point is kind of officially over. This is the last like major bit of Gurgle Squad content that you're going to see from it. Maybe some things here and there if we have ideas for what we can do on here. And I will have some archive quote unquote videos coming out in the next few months of just old recordings that I never made into videos. But I mean, season 10 progress is kind of going to be done on here now. And there, as far as I'm aware, won't be a season 11.
Probably not. I mean, that literally depends on us, so yeah, I don't know.
Maybe in 5 years, which would be a weird thing for us to be doing in 5 years. But I mean, I'm sure weirder things have happened in this world, but like, don't count on there being Gurgle Squad season 11. Just look forward to maybe other things from us that we do. It's just that the server itself might not be here forever, even though it's the Gurgle Squad server and we are the Gurgle Squad. You'll have to get used to the Gurgle Squad server not always being there, but there'll be these world tours, and that's why we made them.
Mm-hmm. It's always going to be nice to look back, even if not everything we made looking back was nice.
Yes, I think we should head back up to the very tip top of T Point Peak, look out on the original stuff we did in this season, and close out this stream and world tour. Here we go, right on top of the X. We're right there.
Oh man, even this thing right here reminds me of failed plans, because originally I was going to put the X on here. Ugh.
Okay, I got rid of clouds. Now I can kind of see some of it. The server's limited render distance isn't really helping out, but
Oh, yep.
you can see
Sorry.
some things.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us on this journey through the longest Gurgle Squad season to date. Thank you if you've been with us through all these streams. I know it's been a lot, and I know I'm not the best presenter for these, but thank you for going through this trip down memory lane with us. And who knows, maybe someday the Gurgle Squad will return in the future, whether it's on a season 10, a season 11, or just getting back together on season 4 to finish a bunch of Thieves builds. And with that, I'll leave you to the rest of your day. Have a good